We are watching Michael Jordan dunks from the 92-93 season. Unfortunately, it's not every dunk as I wasn't able to track down every game, but I was able to find a good majority. Big shout out to Alex MJ Basketball. I'll have his channel linked down in the description. Drop me a comment, let me know what your favorite dunk was from this season, and as usual, I'll talk about mine after. Enjoy.
Ignore this guy, he's got open, he's overplayed.
Finds Michael Jordan. Abdelnaby with his first to the lob over Day.
Wide open on the jump shot. Sadale trying to beat the gimpy Paxson, but the good defense, and Jordan with a big jam. 36, Michael at 37. Stolen by Jordan, on the rookie. Nice move. Michael with 47, it's
Pippen, top of the circle. Lob pass, Michael. Bulls set up the triangle, quickly reverse it. BJ left side, 18, off Michael. Whoa, but he blocked him out.
Scottie Pippen had the ball, looked down under. Michael caught him, behind everybody, went up, picked it up, threw it in the air, and then the second one, BJ Armstrong gets a nice screen, wide open, the ball hits. Watch it set up. Here comes the spike. Oh, I love it.
Scottie Pippen with 14 points tonight.
Mario Elie fell asleep. Talk about Mario Elie falls asleep, and Michael with a spectacular slam dunk.
On top from Michael. Purdue came over to set the screen. Jordan didn't take it, but does that one.
Michael explodes down to let MJ on this Slambo move. Here he comes down. Will just gave him a little bit of screen. Nobody came to him, and up and through the net.
On the floor now.
Look at Tucker.
He was open, but instead Scott Williams from the free throw, but Michael put it in.
Oh, Tuck was standing up.
Bulls are leading by 9. Jordan goes baseline by Elo for the jam.
Larry Nance, a great shot. It's here. First of all, here's Elo going for the fake. Michael over Sanders, way up. Over Nance. Bam.
They're taking on water fast. Backdoor.
Oh, yeah, and he got fouled. Gerald Wilkins smelled it coming. Wayne, he smelled it coming, and he still couldn't stop him.
Sensational.
Scottie Pippen with the pass. Gerald tried to grab him. He couldn't stop him. Isolation. Michael goes back. Gerald grabs him and then gives him a little push and a hip.
Only 6 games with their full roster intact. Jordan on the reverse.
He just sidestepped his man, went on in for it.
Mike battle. Taken away by Michael Jordan. Showtime. Poster.
Plays like this do it. The tongue is a wagon. He takes a look and he puts a little poster on.
Jordan staying right with him. A steal by Pippen. Look out. Airway Jordan.
Once again. 7.5 to go. Backdoor Jordan from Armstrong.
MJ with the alley-oop.
Take a look at the backdoor alley-oop to Jordan. BJ hit him up. Petrovic taken away by Jordan. Michael to finish.
Chucky Brown was trying to catch him. He couldn't do it. Michael with the steal.
Break it across. BJ Armstrong finds Jordan.
Yeah, beautiful pass. Horace cleaned it out.
Stacey King. Michael down low. Nice look by King to Jordan.
Overton went down low. Watch Michael underneath. Leaning. He steps aside. The rook falls down. Michael slams.
Jordan dealing baseline.
Oh, right over their shot block leader.
Here's the one before. How about that?
Yeah, this one I like a little bit better. Up over Ellison looking at Mike. Oh, Mike. To help him.
Up finds Cartwright. Jordan is there. Fresh shot clock for the Bulls. Michael going to work.
In your face maneuver. Reverse slam, Jordan. Look, Michael go down the baseline here. He gets one step. He knows he's got to beat him to the punch, and he does.
Used the rim as a screen.
Jordan wants it and has it with Edwards on him. posts up against Overton and goes right by him and lays it in.
Went around him, dropped the ball.
Back in November by 37. Pippen off the steal. Here's Jordan.
And Michael Jordan, as he transitions, scores. The double team, the hands by Pippen, and then Michael out on the break, finishes it off, and tosses it back at Greg Anthony. Between these two teams, when New York beat them so soundly, the question still remained as Michael Jordan goes down and finishes it off. How good are these Knicks? Because they still were struggling on the road, 4 and 6 away from home. Again.
Jordan for the stuff, overcycling.
That's a little flash post by
Jordan with the steal.
Look out, folks.
You'll see it later on your nightly news. Block-up time for Chicago. Jordan on the cut.
Oh, boy,
slam.
that's a nice play. Causing Kevin Lockery to take a timeout. But that pass, Pippen to Jordan, was beautiful.
9.
Reggie Miller. Pass deflected by Purdue. Ahead to Michael. Got to beat Miller again. It does!
At this stage, a double team fading back as B.J. Armstrong catches the pass. He throws it up to Michael. Michael comes in and laces it down 95-90. B.J. Armstrong in the last. Here he is again. Take a look at the steal. Flips it out, and MJ comes back. And poster time. B.J. has had 2 steals, 2 assists.
The rebounding is determination and effort. Look out! Jordan has scored 15 of Chicago's. Go to the double team. There's the sound of the Jordan dunk. Misses it. Perkins rebound. Worthy sticks it back in. 5 of 12 for Worthy now. Vlade, you better look out! Vlade couldn't even grab him. That's got to be an open field tackle there. Here comes Vlade. He goes to steal. He goes, uh-oh, he's buying me. Well, if I fall down and hold my hamstring, it'll give me a reason. Vlade, it ain't gonna work. I'm hurt. Oh, it ain't gonna work, Vlade, as Michael we see with a coast-to-coast.
16. Michael on the lob.
There it is. Lou Edwards turned his back. Scotty caught him on the run.
Michael drives the baseline. Through the basket.
Oh, he went from the left side.
Rebound pried loose by Cartwright. It's Jordan.
Yes! Michael took the 3, closed the door when Cartwright. To Michael as he breaks down the lane. He's not hesitating. Here he is, up and in. Bam. And the foul was on.
Weatherspoon trying to keep it alive. Horace Grant rebounds. The lead for Jordan. Out jumps Hawkins.
Yes, sir. Horace threw that high curveball. That's right. You throw the curveball here as Horace got it. Don't throw to Charlie Huff. Is that a knuckler? What is it? Mike out jumps him, goes underneath, lays the ball up, and badly. I shouldn't say bad.
Right out to help out. Pippen collects. To Jordan. Full score off the steal.
MJ with his 10th, 11th point.
Anderson leaves it short.
Go, Mike, go.
Here comes Jordan.
Yep, he's gone. Poster time, Tommy. Not a very big poster, but he sort of slowed down.
Oh, no, exactly, yeah.
Just call a foul, that's it.
Jordan posts up and takes it right through the basket.
30 p.m. Eastern time, and then Dick Enberg and Bob Trumpy will bring it to you. Michael Jordan off the steal.
We go back to a few moments ago. Michael Jordan shoots the gap, gets in the passing lane, makes the steal and the conversion.
Passed on the 3. It goes for the stuff.
MJ picked up quickly by Walter Bond, goes right by him, baseline.
Whoa, Walter, you're in a post. The 3.
5 to go on the shot clock. Jordan for 3. Dexter Cambridge lost the rebound to Jordan.
Yep, he took his eye off it. Mike had to beat the clock. He took the shot, and he saw it was coming to the left, and he just followed it on in, picked it up around Cambridge, and dunked.
Coming up on 5 minutes to go in the first period of play. 10 to go on the shot clock now. Time winding down. Michael on the drive.
Michael was up. Olajuwon didn't want that one either.
Olajuwon packs it on the run with Michael.
Packs a little lay-in pass.
Rockets by 7.
Scotty to Jordan. And he just looked back and pointed up in the top. Michael comes from the blind side. Scotty fires it up. Michael makes it and going back down the court.
16 points the lead. The inbounds to MJ on the jam. Williams on the run. Jordan with the stop. The steal. And the jam.
The poster play for Michael. That's his second steal of the game. He's the leading NBA stealer.
He's led the Bulls in steals the last 9 games. And take a look at Michael in full flight.
Man, poster play.
8:9:28 to go first half.
It's a wide pick and roll coming out of the corner.
Jordan with a power jam, but he stepped out of bounds. What a move. That is the kind of slam dunk that won Michael the slam dunk championship. Look at this.
Just watch the elevation here now. Up over the top of Kraskowiak, who is 6'10". 6'10". Just watch this. He fooled the defense by going baseline.
Home and be daddy and husband and don't have to worry about trying to live up to
The masses, the public's on him all the time.
Boom! The defense isn't, but the public is.
Michael Jordan that time down the lane. Go, boys. Good job, man. Here it is right here. He just, and that tongue is hanging. Oh, man. Everybody just sit back and watch.
20 to go, first quarter. Jordan. Boy, you can't let that guy get a step on you. Indiana's played well against Chicago in the first 3 games and been in it literally right to the final quarter. Here's Jordan with a slam move on the line. And Jordan's 27 against Denver and the LA Clippers. And that was his 10th 20-point game of the year.
Ooh, Michael Jordan out of nowhere on that one.
The pace ball picked up. Sam Mitchell stripped away. Loose ball picked up by Chicago. The Bulls to get their biggest lead. Here's Jordan.
Showtime.
Jordan with his 29th point as we head toward commercial break. We'll come back with 2:34 to play in the third, and the Bulls. So there is a
showtime right here.
Here's Pippen getting it off to Jordan. And
Period of play, and the Bulls continue on the lead, this time by 14. Backdoor Jordan!
How he said Michael was.
Take a look at the back door. Michael Jordan swings wide open from Scottie Pippen on a perfect feed. Goal missed by the Bulls. Scottie Pippen and Jordan on the steal. Yeah, it almost cut. But being Rick Barry's son, Red, I think he will eventually. Jordan, good position on Mayberry. Nice interior feed from Pippen.
Let's take one more look at a steal by Michael Jordan. He comes out. You can't see it yet, but he's got the tongue flying. Here comes the two-handed dunk with the tongue out. Whoa,
now they've got a 4-on-1. B.J. Armstrong to Michael Jordan. Burrell just stripped away by Walker. Michael Jordan.
Darrell Walker comes in here. That's the steal. He spots Michael at the side of his eye, and he throws the ball over his head, and Michael just cleans it up. We'll take another look from the Upper Deck trading card cam. And you talk about having eyes behind your head. Watch this. Darrell Walker gets it. He knows that white uniform going down there belongs to MJ. He throws it over his head. Michael picks it up and knocks it in.
About that race over to bang. Jordan. Oh, Scotty and Michael. Oh, man. O'Neal really works hard. That's easy. Harper complaining. Jordan pushed off. He's immense. Stacey King tries to set the screen. Jordan didn't need it.
Michael down the baseline.
Wants to make the move. Jordan got the tip. He's got to hurry. He's got time.
Yeah, not anymore. Overplaying, he tips it out. He looks around. Anybody there? Nobody there. He takes it in, cups it down. The Bulls.
The back to Michael from Scottie Pippen.
We're going to take a look at it here. Scotty taking a look. Michael comes out, and then he goes back door all alone. You don't even see LeBradford Smith there. Michael with 6 for 6, 13 points. Here it is. Putting the ball on the money is Scottie Pippen.
But, they like hearing the positives more so than what they heard from Doug Moe. Jordan on the intercept.
Michael Jordan overplaying the lane.
It's a goal. The horse working hard on the glass.
Michael Jordan!
That's a poster shot. To 25, leading over the Chicago Bulls. Michael got him back late. This is something that brought the team back and the crowd to their feet. Left-handed.
Playoffs either. That's continue to turn it over. That's their fifth turnover.
The lob.
Whoops.
Beautiful plays for Michael Jordan. You get Scottie Pippen directing it, and you have the lob right here. The setup play. Beautiful fake by Jordan to set that one up. Now with Chris Morris, we'll check Jordan. Oh, watch this.
10 of the 19.
Lob.
Alley-oop.
Oh! Caught it below the rim and brought it back up.
And on the inbounds, the alley-oop. Whoosh.
See, yeah, he looked as if he caught the ball just a touch below the rim. Let's see.
Yeah, and then he lifted it up.
Yeah.
Well, that's you can only think about that.
Get the rebound. Wanted a foul called on Horace Grant. Did the fans. Lob to Michael for the slam.
Jordan gives him something to hoot and holler about here. He does to BJ. Now they got to pick up BJ or he'll shoot that jumper right there. And look at Michael. Up and down. Nice job. You got to put that ball on the money, and money puts it in the bank.
Inside by Horace Grant. Up court, saved by Jordan. He got between the defense and slammed it home.
The Pacers didn't attack the basketball there.
Here's where he throws it. Might come back to what, Indiana? A minute 45 to play. Jordan swings inside. 24 for Michael.
It's to take the lead now. Headed to go to BJ. Lob to Michael. Ooh, one-handed.
One-handed directional pass. He passed it to him, and Mike directed it down through the hoop.
Up in Detroit.
Jordan gets baseline. $25 from McDonald's to Charitables every time a Bull slam dunks in tonight's game. Bulls another possession. Jordan's wide open for Horace Grant.
Oh, that's quick passing. Hey, Paxman with the big rebound. George slips it in the side door.
Third.
All right, Pax brings it out. Michael, watch this. He fakes Brikowski, goes around him and in before Brad Lawhouse can get over to him. Nice job.
The Hornets lead it by 11, 79 to 68. Michael Jordan.
They did come to see that, and now at the NBA level. Catch Michael at the top of your screen.
We've seen that before. Big possession there for Charlotte. Not to get anything out of it at all.
Oh, great move. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes. Oh. Now, right now, Scotty Williams is still down. He took a pretty good blow. Now, watch this move right here. Just beautiful. That is a
rebounding machine. Jordan off the cut and the jam.
That was beautiful. Now, there was nothing Kendall Gill could do. That was all right. They honestly thought that the clock went off.
Jordan beat Gill. That's another monster jam from Michael Jordan. Backboard rattling dunk. Take a look. First the fake.
Oh. Him up rather than get down in the paint where he should go to work.
Michael Jordan. And he drove a foul.
How many times is he going to stick it out there with one hand and finish off in this NBA playoff series? He must kind of like it because we've seen it a number of times already in Game 1 and so far in Game 2.
Defense, make your foul shots.
Bulls wide open inside the Jordan.
That time by Ogman. Now, this is what we mean by ball movement. You'll see they'll make the extra pass. Now watch down inside to Michael moving in front of the rim.
Wilkins lost the handle. Look out! The problem that you sometimes get into with Chicago Stadium. He has Jordan out in front, Pippen down the middle. Michael Jordan has 15. About how this game has gone in that effort, and then they do get the score here. Michael Jordan takes it to the hole. Nance with 4 fouls.
Side rebound by Jordan. And Jordan using the left hand. Oh, it's so nice to be able to do that with. You take it to the hole with your left hand. Not everybody can do that, but Michael once again makes it look easy, but I think the Cavs playing with a lot of... Look out, Jordan with another steal! And here's Jordan, yes! Michael Jordan whipping by Patrick Ewing.
Love to hang around the backcourt and pick off the outlet passes. It's something you must emphasize to your team.
Timeout taken, 2:57 remaining in this first quarter. Michael Jordan off the steal, and Jordan has...
Right again. Oh, there they go. Who do you want? Oh, how about this? Yes. Two-run lead at 39-34.
At 4. Dumas lost it, and Pippen feeds Jordan. Michael Jordan. Pippen broke it up. Nobody back for the Suns. It's Jordan all the way.
Ball. Unselfish play by the Bulls. Give it to Michael. Let him get the 2.
Phoenix trying to cut it to a 2-1 lead. Chicago trying to go up 3-0, and Michael Jordan puts the Bulls up.
Do it at the offensive end, but he leaves Marley, picks Oliver Miller's pockets, goes down, gets the easy score, and Dan Marley.
That's there today or at this particular time, and I think that's helped me elevate my game and be more consistent with me.
Grant with the block. Jordan around Marley. Jordan all the way! Yes! And it counts!
Well, Michael is dangerous when he gets a rebound and he can go coast to coast. He's going to dunk on 2 guys.
And they've hit a lot. Oh, the alley-oop for Michael Jordan.
On Kevin Johnson as he pulls him in a different direction than he really wants to go. Left hand pulls, Jordan changes direction. The lob pass by Scottie Pippen. Jordan converts. Take him one way, pull him with that left hand if you can get away with it. And then all you have to do is be able to jump 3 feet above the rim.
3-on-1, 4-on-1, it's Jordan.
Numbers until number 23 decides to jump in there. Now it's 4-1. Michael with the finish.
All right, so while you're dropping me that comment on your favorite dunk from the season, I'm just going to go through a few of mine. No deep analysis here, just going to talk about some of my favorites and why I like them. Starting with this first one here, it's really the hard jab step to the middle, coming up to the towards the key to set him up, and then the extra swing on the rim afterward, that emphasis afterwards that I really liked about this one. And with these, I always, like when I come across these in my videos, I always just like to talk about the timing, like because Mike didn't always go. It was really on occasion he would go. I think I've seen a few games where he went, like he was going, and then like the person made the free throw or whatever. But he just had an uncanny knack of timing of when to go for it, and oftentimes it was Scottie Pippen shooting the free throw. So I guess he knew one Scottie might miss, and then he might miss a certain way, because this one was perfect. He timed it perfect. Came down the lane, nobody was there. It came off right into his one hand, and he just threw it back down. So always uncanny timing with his free throw dunks. So with this one, it's similar to the first one where it's they run this play. Him and Scottie just seem to run this play to perfection, and on both sides of the floor, where he's on that weak side elbow, jab step towards the top of the key and just sets the guy up. This one I really liked it because he swung on the rim and had the hard jab step like the first one, but he also, it seemed like when he dunked it, like he threw it down really hard. Like that those old rims used to make that hard pop sound when someone really threw it down. So that's what this one stood out. That's what stood out with this one for me. Now I included this one in the video and then also in the commentary, even though it didn't count. I think it should have counted. I watched the replay a few times. It didn't look like he quite stepped out of bounds. But anyway, I wanted to include it because he turns baseline and he's behind the basket, right? And he hop steps. This is off of a hop step, takes the contact, and still somehow gets to the rim. Like I know he's Michael Jordan. I know his vert is crazy, but it's just crazy to me that someone could have that much explosion to off of the hop step from behind the basket, take contact on the way to the rim, and still be able to get to the rim. It's just like it's still amazing to me. So the funny thing with this one was it wasn't necessarily the dunk, But if you look at the center, the defender under the rim, I believe it's Stanley Roberts. He does what you're never supposed to do in basketball, which is turn your back to the basketball. And unfortunately, he turned around just in time to get dunked on. I'll make sure when I go through and re-edit this afterwards, I'll slow it down so you can see he was literally facing away from the ball and then turned around just to see Mike posterize him. Lefty dunks are always appreciated. No deep analysis here. Lefty dunks from Mike are always appreciated. So, as I was going through this video, like all these dunks on Alonzo Mourning, I remembered them, but I guess it never clicked to me that there were so many and they were all in one season. And this is, Alonzo's rookie year, so I got to give credit where credit is due. Alonzo was never scared, but that's why he got dunked on so many times. And we know Mike has a thing for dunking on Georgetown centers. You can ask Patrick Ewing about that. And Dikembe Mutombo, he finally caught Mutombo in the '97 playoffs. But yeah, I'm going to give respect to Alonzo for always challenging at the rim. But yeah, he got caught 5 times in 3 games. When I was going through these videos, and that's just crazy to me. Once again, as usual, lefty dunks from Mike, always appreciated. Even though this one was a little different from the first one, this one was a little more out of necessity. For those of you that don't know, Mike had a wrist injury on his right wrist, his shooting hand, during the second half of that regular season. And I know he aggravated it towards the end of the season. It was a game in Detroit where he was on the breakaway, and Dennis Rodman fouled him and kind of pulled him down to the ground, and he re-aggravated it, and it was towards the end of the regular season. So entering the playoffs, if y'all notice, I'm sure most of y'all noticed when y'all watch his games, the 93 season, 93 playoffs, he had that black wrap on his wrist for the whole playoffs because he had a wrist injury. So with this one, he was dunking it with the left hand. This game he was going a lot. I think he might have aggravated it during the game. He was finishing a lot with the left hand because of that right wrist injury. This one, of course, classic vintage Michael Jordan leaner dunk, and I really like this one. I believe I used it in my in the thumbnail, the center picture in the thumbnail, because it wasn't just a leaner, but it was a power leaner. Like during that stretch from like 1990 through 93, when Mike started like hitting the weights, he would do his leaner dunks, and don't get me wrong, his leaner dunks were always strong dunks, but like he had that power behind it now. Like the one that always pops into mind for me is from the 91 finals, game 5, early in the game when he got that steal and he tiptoed the baseline and then had that strong power leaner. That's what I really just loved about this one. And last but certainly not least, this is one of my all-time favorite dunks. I have an old video on the channel when I put together my top 15 playoff dunks from Mike, and this one was in the playlist. I don't remember where it ranked. I think it made the top 10, but I don't quite remember. But this is easily this might be my favorite dunk from the season. I'm not sure. I'd have to think about it. But it's the finals. It's game 4. They just lost game 3. In triple overtime. Mike's in the midst of going ham. He had 54 this game, I believe. 54? Might have been 55. Correct me in the comments. But I believe if it was 55, we would have called this double nickel. So I'm pretty sure it's 54. But if I'm misremembering, just correct me in the comments. But anyway, but in the midst of all that, finals, game 4, having a huge night. You just lost the game at home. Which was their first loss. Actually, no, they had lost a couple games, because they lost game 1 in 91 to the Lakers, and then game 2 in 92 to Portland. I was gonna say they hadn't lost since 91 against the Lakers in Chicago Stadium in the finals, but yeah, they had. But anyway, but just the nature of the situation and the momentum of the game, the type of game he was having, and he brings the ball nearly full court, crosses over Dan Marley, takes off 2 feet. I believe it's Danny Ainge that fouls him, and he kind of gets twisted in the air and just throws it down. This is by far. Well, maybe not by far, but this is definitely up there. If I really think about it, for my favorite dunks this season, it'll be hard to beat this one. But I didn't get it. I didn't find every game, so there might be a few other dunks that I wasn't able to get. But yeah, go ahead and drop me down in the comment. What was your favorite dunk from the season? Do you know of another dunk from this season that I wasn't able to find in the game and I wasn't included? Just let me know down in the comments. If you made it all the way through, I appreciate the viewership. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Obviously, I've gone through the entire 93 season, so the video for the Cardinal 7s and for the White 8s are done. It's done. So they'll be in the vault until it's time for them to drop. As usual, more videos coming. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
I don't have to do this. I'm only doing it because it is who I am. That's how I played the game. That was my mentality. If you don't want to play that way, don't play that way. Break.